are known as user defined packages or custom packages. Whenever we want to define this user defined packages, we use a keyword known as package. We use package keyword to define packages. Package followed by package name. To demonstrate this, I started creating Java project. Hope many people tried it. Anybody got error? Raise your hands. So when you are converting these projects, how many of you done these 2 assignments? Raise your hands. How many of you done 1 assignment? Right. Generally, error will come. How means the classes must be public. Inside the classes, variables and methods must be public. Then only the answer will come. If you, when you copy the code here to there, no problem, you can copy it, no issue. But the classes must be public, and the variables and methods which are declared inside the classes, they also must be public. Then only your answer will come, unless it will not come. Try today by declaring variables and its members, all are public. Clear? Right, right. Today, the discussion is that only. Make it star mark IMP. Access modifiers in Java. Modifiers in Java. Access modifiers will specify. Access modifiers will specify the scope of programming components. Access modifiers will specify the scope of programming components within the Java project. Within the Java project. Access modifiers will specify the scope of programming components. Here, scope means where we can access them. They are going to decide it. Public will decide where the component can be accessed. Private will decide where the component can be accessed. Protected will decide where the component can be accessed. So, access modifiers will specify scope of programming components within the Java project. The following are some important access modifiers in Java. The following are some important access modifiers in Java. 1. Public. 2. Private. 3. Protected. 4. Default. Public, private, protected, and default. Public, private, protected, and default. These 4 are some important access modifiers. Now, Right. Suppose if we take one Java project, any one name roughly, you take one Java project. Under this Java project, we are taking one package. Suppose I am taking some package, pack one, I'll take it roughly. Some name I am taking. Here I'll use one class. Class A. Here also I'll use one class. Class B. Here some are public components. Public means maybe variables, maybe methods, and so on. Some are private, some are protected, access
Recording in
the
progress.
members of a parent. So inner process protected can be used by the child class declared outside the package. It is possible only in the inheritance process. Only in the inheritance process it is possible. Make a statement. Protected programming components are accessed inside the package. Inside the package. Protected programming components are accessed inside the package. These protected programming components can also be accessed by the child class declared outside the package. These protected programming components can also be declared by child class declared outside the package. So this process happened in your inheritance process. Now, default. Actually, the scope of default is inside the package. Scope of default is inside the package. See there? Scope of default is inside the package. So generally default means what? Means if you declare any programming components without any access modifier, they are considered as a default. Now you are doing your assignments. You are copying from Edit Plus to Eclipse. In the Edit Plus, they are default. In a Edit Plus, there because no public, no protected, nothing you written. They are default. The programming components which are declared without any access modifier are known as default. And as default programming components are accessed only inside the package, because somebody will get an error if you write P1 to P2. If you write public only, they'll come out. So remaining all will get an error. Make a statement. Default. The programming components which are declared without any access modifier, are considered as default. The programming components which are declared without any access modifier are considered as a default. The programming components which are declared without any access modifier are considered as a default. This default programming components are accessed only inside the package. Only inside the package. These default programming components are accessed only inside the package. And one more point to be remembered here. Default keyword not there. Keyword is there, but we cannot use in the class. Suppose I'll open this Eclipse. Right. I took an employee app on that day. Only one program I taken. See there, I'm taking employee main class. I'm taking employee salary. I'm taking. Suppose if I remove this public here, error will come here. Why means default will not come now. The method calculate from the type employee salary is not visible. Scope not there. It will not come. It will not come. Why means it is a default. Sir, how can you say default? I not written anything here. No, it is a default. When you are copying yesterday's assignment, only you have to take care. Sir, if I write default, what happened here? Default keyword not allowed in the classes. Default methods are allowed only in interfaces, not in classes. Means default keyword not available in the classes. Interrogation. If you declare any programming components without any access modifier, consider as default. But you must not use a default keyword. That's the meaning of it. So when you copy the program in your assignments, you must write public here. Methods public. Variables public. Classes public. Then only they'll come out. Then only the access will come out. Make a statement. Note. So using of default keyword in classes not allowed. Using of default keyword in classes is not allowed. So compilation error will come. Compilation error will come. Followed by one diagram. All of you understood this note? So default keyword not available in classes. Not available, it will not allow. Error will come. Right. This is the diagram. You have to remember it. Right. See there now. From day one onwards, public static void main. We are writing no. So public static void main of string args. Today, you know public. Yes or no? No? Public means what? Sir, access inside the package or within the project or inside the project. So today, access inside the project. Inside. So static means what? No? So static means class level anyway, decides the location of a component. The memory location of component is decided by the static. Static is there means the component is in the class. Static not there means the component is in the object. So static will decide the memory location of a component indirectly. So simply you can say class level. So decides your class level component. So void, return type or non-return type? Non-return type. So void will decide whether method has to return or not. Non-return type. So main is a method name anyway, predefined method name. Is a method name. All have understood this up to here, right? On the day one, I cannot say this, no. Today you understood public access inside the project means today project is there in your hand, right? Okay. So remaining we are not decoding. String ARGS we are not decoding. Why means non-primitive data types how many types? 4. What are they? Class, interface, array and enum. Still not class completed. Interface not entered. After interface array will come. When the array comes, this symbol will come. This symbol is array symbol. So array not entered. When the array chapter completed, we'll decode this. Moreover, string chapter also not entered. So we are having, we are not discussing on this string ARGS because the components not entered. All of it cleared up to now? Right. So public, you know, private, you know, protected, you know, default, you know. Whenever the Java project typing started, you have to use public. So on demand, they'll ask you to go with the protected. In inheritance process, we go with the protected. And private will be discussed in polymorphism chapter. Up to now, the programs what you type is default only. So these are the ways to be represented up to now. Okay. Now, after getting information about access modifier, make it. Define import statement. Define import statement. Define import statement. Right. So look here. The first diagram is there now, P1 and P2. The first diagram, P1 and P2. Here employee salary class is there. Here EMP main class is there. Right. Look here. Now I am not writing any import here. No import statement available. I created object for employee salary. Error will come now. Yes or no? Na? Without importing, if I try to create object for employee salary, if I create object, sorry, here error will come. Why means employee salary class is not available to P2. Okay, right. Now the error will be given by your compiler. You can ask the compiler, why that error is given to me. Compiler will say that whenever you are trying to create object for employee salary, the employee salary must be available to EMP class or must be available to P2. Then only you can create object. Then I'll write import. So then I'll write import. We are going to write import. Already the diagram is there. I'm repeating. I want to say the definition of import. I'm trying. Then I'll write import. Import P1 dot. I'll write employee salary. I'll write it. Import. So whenever I write import, error will go. I'll ask the compiler, why error gone? What you done? So now the compiler will say that I started compiling this main class only. I started compiling this main class. Whenever I started compiling this main class, inside that main class, employee ES is equal to new employee. Now, as a compiler, I look that employee class is available to this P2 or not. I'll cross check it. In the process of cross checking, you written one statement, import P1 dot. So I'll go to that P1. There one employee salary is there. There one employee salary is there. I'll cross check that employee salary is available or not. I'll cross check. And I'll find that employee salary is available in the P1. So I'll compile your current code and go forward. So import means not loading. Import means what now? Not loading. It is available in that location only, but compiler will cross check it. When the execution started, then the class will be loaded. In the compilation stage, the class is not loaded. In the compilation stage, it cross-checked the class available in the package or not. So finally, what is import? Import statement will make class or interface available from, not load, available from one package to another package. Available means whenever you want, you can access for the execution. That is the meaning of availability. So compiler will cross check the availability of class in the P1. That process we call it as import. Make a statement. Import statement. Import statement will specify the availability. Import statement will specify the availability of class or interface. Import statement will specify the availability of class or interface from one package to another package. Import statement will specify the availability of class or interface from one package to another package. Right. Importing process. Importing process in Java can be done in three ways. Importing process in Java can be done in three ways using package name dot class name or interface name class name or interface name using I forget it. Import package name dot class name or interface name. Import package name dot star package name dot star. Using fully qualified names. Using fully qualified names. Using fully qualified names. Right. Make a siding first one.
చిన్న సార్ లేకపోతే మీరు తెచ్చుకుంటారు చిన్న దూరం అది తీసుకొస్తాం ఆఫీస్ కడికి ఎవరో ఉన్నారు అందరూ తీసుకోవాలి ఇప్పుడు మీదే సార్ అది 20కి 2 ఎన్ని ఇస్తారు అంతేనా చిన్నది సార్ పెద్దవి అయితే 50 చెట్లు ఉంటాయి
Right. Now, suppose, see there, daily you are writing this statement now. Java dot util dot scanner you are writing daily. Yes or no? No. Right. So scanner is having many classes, not only, sorry, util is having many classes, not only scanner. Example, util holding 20 classes are there roughly. Util holding 20 classes. Among the 20 classes, I want scanner. You are saying or not now? Only that scanner is available to you, remaining classes not available. Understood the statement now? Remaining classes are not available. Only scanner is available to you. Whenever you want to create object for scanner. Remaining classes not available. If you try to create object, error will come. So in this importing process, we specify the class or interface from the package to be available to current running program. We only will say which class you want, which interface you want for this current running class. That statement we are calling it as first one. Using import package name dot class name or interface name. Make a statement. So in this importing process, in this importing process, in this importing process, in this importing process, the required class are in this importing process, the required class or interface from the package. In this importing process, the required class or interface from the package is available to current running program. Available to current running program. In this importing process, the required class or interface from the package is available to current running program. Only that class. Required means which one you want it. That only available to you. It's a meaning. Now look here. Whenever you are writing import statement, we are only writing the class name. Means from explicitly, we are writing the class name. Whenever we write the class name, that is known as a explicit importing process. Known as what now? Explicit importing process. Make a statement. This importing process is also known as explicit importing process. This importing process is also known as explicit importing process. We are only saying the class name, so it is a explicit import. Example, import java.util.scanner, import p1.employee salary. So which class you want, that only you are going to specify in the input. Sir, I want all 20 classes from the import. Sorry, all the 20 classes from the util. Whenever you want all the classes available to your running, available to your current running program, we are using what now? Dot star. Star means what now? All. Generally, in your SQL, they'll write it now. Select star from employee. Star means all. Make it. In this importing process, all the classes and interfaces from the package are available to current running program. In this importing process, all the classes and interfaces from the package are available to current running program. Here, you are not writing any class name or interface name, you are not writing. If you are not writing any class name or interface name, we call it as implicit import process. Implicit importing process. This importing process is also known as implicit importing process. Implicit importing process. This importing process is also known as implicit importing process. So whenever you want to write implicit here, you will write dot star. Dot star means all are available from the package. All are available from the package. Sir, which one I must use it? Anyone, no restriction as a code writer. Sir, which one is more efficient? First one is more efficient because specific class name you are going to search it. So it will be search process will be high performance when compared to second one, but no restriction as a code writer. You can write anything, first one or second one. Now third one we call it as fully qualified names. We call it as fully qualified names. Fully qualified names. Right. Fully qualified names are like this. So in our program, this one. See there. In our program, if we write dot star also, answer will come. So dot star is one kind of import. Anyway, answer will come. Okay, right. Now, fully qualified names means no need to write import here. Sorry, if we don't write import, error will come. No, right here. Wherever the class name is there, then only you must write your package name. Wherever the class name is there only you must write package name. Here P1 dot. Here P1 dot. That kind of representation by terminology, we call it as fully qualified name. We are calling it as what now? Fully qualified name. Answer will come. The program is running. So make it. The process of declaring classes and interfaces with package name part of programming code. The process of declaring classes and interfaces. The process of declaring classes and interfaces with package names part of programming code is known as fully qualified names. Fully qualified names. The process of declaring classes and interfaces with a package name part of programming code is known as fully qualified names. Example, java.util.scanner s is equal to new java.util.scanner. Now P1 dot employee salary some ES is equal to new P1 dot employee salary. This kind of syntax we call it as fully qualified names. All of you understood import statement? Import and types of imports for interview purpose. Import and types of import. Right. Now, all of you understood this import? Says or not to me? This is a reading question only. Anyway, in your practical daily, you write import java.util.star or scanner. Answer will come. For interview purpose, that question, that notes is for interview purpose. Access modifier definition, types of access modifiers, what they will do. One question. Import means what? How many types of imports are there? That is one question. For that, I'm preparing a notes from packages. Reading for your interview. And one more FAQ question available to you. Define static import. Define static import. Define static import. The process of declaring import statement with static keyword. The process of declaring import statement with static keyword is known as static import. The process of declaring import statement with static keyword is known as static import. And which is introduced by Java 5 version. Very old. Java 5 means 2004. Introduced by Java 5 version. Introduced by Java 5 version. Right. Now, the syntax import followed by static package name dot class name or interface name dot star the syntax. We are writing dot star on the class or we are writing dot star on the interface. This is the syntax of representing static import. Representing static import. Right. Sir, what is the advantage? Advantage of static import. Advantage of static import. Right. Look here. Whenever the static members are there, we have to access with the class name. No? Yes or no? No? You have to access with the class names. Right. Like this. Let us take one application. static import one application. I am taking one package, always P1. For demo purpose, I am taking P2. I'll take one class here. Calculate. I'll take one class as calculate. I'll take one class here. EMP, not EMP. Static S main class I'll take like this. First I must import this class here. Let's import it. Import P1 dot calculate. Now this calculate method is a static. Static. Return type is double. What is the return type of this method now? Double. Whenever I want to access that method, I must use class name, no? Right. 1 minute. I written wrongly. Inside this one method is there. The method is double is the return type. Calculate of some value. If not some variable X. This method is return type return type double only. Here it is static. Static means you have to access with the class name. So calculate dot cal. That's my intention. Correct. Now see there. I'll write this program now. I am taking one application. Observe it. Click on file, new. Click on file. Where is this? New project. Select Java project. Here we take static import application. Click on finish. Here I am taking two packages under SRC, two packages. One package P1, one package P2. Under P1, I'll take one class. Class is calculate. Under P2, one class. The class is yes main class. And this is main class, no public static void main. Anyway, we are going to import. Import java dot util dot scanner. So import P1 dot calculate. The calculate class is available here. Scanner yes is equal to new scanner. I'm trying to explain the static input. For that, I'm typing normally first. After executing normally, I'll convert into static. Then I'll write the advantage. My intention to I stopped there only advantage I stopped now. I am showing the practical. I'll come there and write it. Just watch it. Okay. Now scanner of system dot in. Anyway, s dot close. Read one value here. System dot out dot print ln. Enter the value. Enter one value. That value is double. I am reading double value. Double x is equal to s dot next double. Why double means biggest numeric value. Double is the biggest numeric value, no? Anyway, I took double. Now I want to call this calculate method. I want to call it. So I'll call it now, sir. Calculate dot calculate dot that CAL is not coming. Why not coming? I not written. I must write what now? Public double calculate of double x. RETURN, written x roughly. Now this method is static method. Static method you have to access with class name, no? Right. Okay. Come here. Calculate dot CAL of some x. Sir, this is method call. Static method call. Return type of this method is double. Double R. Now system dot out dot print ln some result. Of course, I am not doing anything there. Result dot R and print. Like this. Now, if I run the program, some value I'll enter, the same value will be displayed. I'm not doing any calculation, just I'm printing. My intention, I'm calling the method with a class name. If I don't call with class name, error will come. Yes or no? No? So it is mandatory to call with class name, no? Right. Now, if we use static import, the static members of one class available to another class directly and can be accessed directly without class name. That only static import. Whenever I say static import like this, suppose here calculate method is there. Calculate. Calculate. Suppose here I'll write one. See there. I'm importing calculate, no? Right. Now I'll say import static p1 dot calculate dot star. Now that static members are directly available here. No need to use the class name. Observe this point now. No need to use the class name. I'm not using class name, answer will come. I'm not using class name, answer will come. So what is the advantage of static import now? Static import will make static members of class available from one class to another class directly and can be accessed with a class name, can be accessed without a class name directly. Make a statement. Advantage. Static import will make all the static members of class, all the members of class, all the static members of class available directly to current running program. Current running program. Static import will make all the static members of class available directly to current running program and can be accessed without class name. Static import will make all the static members of class available directly to current running program and can be accessed without class name directly. Right. See there. Now, all of you understood static import? Right. Now see there. Now from the library now, in the library one class is there. One class in the library. Java P, Java dot lang dot math, MATH means mathematical class. The class is what now? Mathematical class. The mathematical related methods or mathematical related functions are available there. So like methods, sine, cos, tan, dot, log, square root. These are all ceiling, flooring, and so on. There are some methods related to mathematical available here. Now all are static. Can you see? Static, can you see? So static executed, static accessed by the class name, no? Right. Whenever I want to access square root, what is the syntax now? Sir, math dot square root. What is the square root return type now? Double, no? Yes or no? So directly in this, instead of x, I can write math dot square root of x. I am calling the method and calculating and returning the square root or not? No. Observe this, all of you, right? Then why you are not importing mathematical class? So mathematical coming from which package now? Lang. Lang is a default package. I made a statement no in the list. So lang is a default package. Default package means if you don't write the lang package import also it will come. That's called default. Only one package which is default is lang. Remaining all you should import manual. That's the point. So anyway, I am calling the square root method by using class name. I am calling. Now run it. I'll get the square root. Enter the 123, square root will come. Square root of x here. I can keep a comment. Square root of x. Square root of x is here. If I say 122, square root of 122 is 11.04. The value is coming. All of you observe this, right? Now see there. Now in our program now here. Anyway, you are calling with class name, no? Right. Sir, why don't you call directly? Whenever I want to call directly, import. What I must write now? Static. Java dot lang dot math dot star. Now, no need to use math dot square root. Simply you can write what now? Square root of, you can write it. So without class name, you are accessing. That is the advantage of static import. The static import introduced by Java 5, very old. 2004 means 16 plus 2, almost 18 years completed for this feature. Very old, but still they are asking in the interview. Import, types of import, what is static import? That is a question they are asking. So this question also for interview purpose only. Nowhere in the real time we are not using static import. One situation we use it in the Spring. Whenever you want to bring some components from the interfaces, we are using static import. Until then, we are not using static import. I am taking 144. What is the square root of 144 now? 12. All of you understood static import? So example, I'll write the program names directly. You can understand, no? Right. Whenever I copy the program name, your package name will be there. So create package and copy it. Whenever I copy the program, your package name will be there. Create the package and copy it. So project name, your wish. You can take any one project name. So calculate dot Java here. Calculate dot Java. Here yes, main class dot Java, and this is the output. So in that program, I use a square root, no? Sit in front of the system and you can use power is there, square root is there, next cube is there, like this. What are the methods? You can try it. Answers will come, right? Because all return types of double only. I took double, no? Double means biggest numeric value, safe side. You can try different methods. You can try. You will get the answer. That very biggest fraction part is coming. Almost 14 digits fraction part is coming. I'll show how to round off to 2 digits. I'll show that. Okay, ready? You have to wait it. So this is for today's class. Are you clear for today's class? Right. Access modifier and its types, import and its types, and static import. If anybody raised a hand today, I'm getting error in my assignment 1 and assignment 2. Convert all into public. Classes public, variables public, methods public, and cross check it. You'll get the answer. So practice and come. Tomorrow I said I'll give the solution for assignments. I said no, right? After 15 minutes repetition about your packages, we stop the package and we give assignment solutions, what I given. And then we go for the next chapter known as strings. That's the plan, correct? Take a break for today.